When plants start growing out of your boat, you're probably not using it enough.
Hi, we're Mark and Mel. After raising 4 amazing daughters who are now raising our 12 grandchildren and helping people on land in the real estate business for over 30 years, we're now realizing our goal of a year-long adventure cruising America's Great Loop on our boat Paradise. This is a 6,000-mile journey through waterways that include the Atlantic and Gulf Intercoastal Waterways, Great Lakes, Canadian Heritage Canals, and inland rivers of America's Midwest cities. Join us as we navigate over 100 locks, explore cities large and small, and experience an unforgettable journey through America's Great Loop.
Another beautiful morning. This is Pickwick Lake, kind of the northern end of it, that we are going to travel down through. Actually, I take that back. This is actually the Yellow River offshoot from Pickwick Lake, which is basically the starting point to connect to the Tenn Tom waterway, the Tennessee Tombigbee waterway, which is a mostly man-made channel. It's going to get us from here down to Mobile, Alabama. I don't know if you can see the birds off in the distance. There's probably 50 or more birds circling around out there just the side of the trees. Nice, peaceful, wet morning, but weather forecast says the rain should be pretty much done. It's barely a drizzle now, and hopefully there'll be no rain the rest of the day, at least according to the forecast. This is another route right back there, another channel we could have taken, but we were coming down this way. I'm not sure. I might have to check the chart for that channel again, because that looks awfully narrow down there. We'll see. I'll check on that. I drove across going to Auka. Yeah. And you go right over it, and you can really tell, looking this way, you can tell this is natural out here. The shoreline's natural, but from about here forward, it's clearly man-made, perfectly the same width, straight lines.
Yeah. Well, that's interesting, the history, of the Tenn Tom. That's about when my kids were born, is when they finished it.
Kids were born in the
80s. No, I mean, that's it took almost 100 years to get it going. It was from an idea to actually moving more earth than the Panama Canal.
Very good.
Crazy. That saved a lot of companies a lot of time and effort to get, instead of 1,500 miles and going up the Mississippi, they got to go up here in their barges and tows, only like 700, over 700 miles. So that is really a benefit to people like the rocket ship we saw.
Motor vessel. Not an actual rocket ship.
Yeah. The motor vessel.
Carrying rocket ships.
Carrying rocket ships, yes. From Alabama, probably Huntsville to Cape Canaveral. I gotta go get the camera charged. I think I got it.
You need to delete those videos out of your gallery.
Yeah, I have to delete some videos. But this is where we're going from the natural to the canal, the man-made canal of the Tenn Tom. Super interesting.
We are now entering the first man-made cut of the Tennessee Tombigbee or Tenn Tom waterway. far the closest I've ever had to come to a tow since we've been on the loop. It's a little bit challenging, but we're gonna make it okay. We've got still in about 13 feet of water here. That's the EVT.
The first of many locks will be going down the Tom Bigby. Tenn Tom. Tenn Tom. Tenn Tom. We called the lock master and he's ready and says that by the time we get up there it should be clear to go, which is nice. Our friends went down yesterday and they said it was very smooth getting through all the locks, which is good news because there's a lot of them down the Tenn Tom. But this is a huge lake. This is a natural lake, part of the which is connected by the man-made canals.
One of the craziest locking experiences we've had so far. The water inside this lock is just as rough as can be. And the crazy thing is the winds aren't that terribly high, but they're coming straight down behind us in the lock. And our hard top up there has literally become within just inches of hitting that lock side. And we're sitting here waiting for a straggler boat to get in here with us. So we just have to sit here and endure this for a while, I guess. Bottom of, I think, the largest drop that we've been on in a lock so far. This is the Whitten Lock on the Tenn Tom, and I believe it's 83 or 84 feet that we are dropping, and we're still moving, not quite there yet, but I assume we're getting close. There's where we were a couple of minutes ago. Something close to 83 or 84 feet. I think we've got a little ways to go. Let's assume that take 5 at the very top of their mast is probably about 22 feet maybe above the water line. So 20, 40, 60. I think we've got a little more to go. Well, I was wrong a minute ago when I said I thought we were to the bottom of that 84-foot drop, but we were not. But I think we're very close now. Kind of came to the conclusion that each of those horizontal lines up there is right at 5 feet. And when I count them, yep, there's the door opening right now, so we've come down 84 feet.
So this is the third lock that we're going through. So, and it's pretty cold today. I feel like we've been working. It's a working day, but the first one we went through was really quite adventurous because the wind was blowing. We were going to go 83 feet down, and we were rocking so close to the wall that the aft deck roof looked almost like came 5 inches, within 5 inches of hitting the wall. So these next two are pretty uneventful, which I'm ready for, and we are headed to Midway Marina, and I'll be glad to get there and just have some downtime because it's cold and locking is really not fun today. So it's pretty windy and it rained this morning, so my hands are all just drenched because my gloves won't stay dry. So I guess I need to start using some of those dishwashing gloves over these gloves to keep them drier. Just a little hint about the things that aren't so fun, not really cruising days. So that's life on the loop, though. The things that go wrong. So you popped open the GoPro, back of the GoPro to charge it. Is that what you did? What did you do?
Can't just say, what happened?
What happened?
I was up front, right at the front of the bridge where we have our GoPro, and I went to change the battery, and I unclipped the little compartment side. This is the lid for the compartment, so I could slip the battery in and out. And
It's a high five, fourth boat in, we're secure.
It fell off and fell down in front of the bridge, and when sliding down the cowl over the front of the cabin toward the bow. There was no chance of it going in the water.
Yeah,
But
sorry, sir. Second boat in, secure, lightning.
All right.
Yeah.
Looks like we're all getting in. So I gotta go keep an eye on the line. Here's some video while you're waiting for other people to show up, other boaters to show up so you can all lock together. Find a stair and just start doing leg lifts.
bit of a singing Ballard on this lock. Kind of a baritone this time. Most of the time they're like soprano.
Last one, it wasn't even singing. Made it to Midway, and there's not quite sunset. It was longer than we thought getting through those locks, but that's okay. They were super nice. They caught our lines and helped us along with all these other people that were with us. So, new looper friends.